Hey beloveds, I know many of us are preparing for festivities and parties and celebrations for the holiday happening in the United States. But as a non-drinking spiritual woman, I wanted to share with you some insight and inspiration of perhaps what you can do instead. You know, this year, in fact, on August 22nd of this year will be my 9th year of alcohol-free living. And I share this with you because it's a celebration not only in my discipline and, and of life, but also it's an ending of a cycle, and it's an ending and a chapter of who I was. And so I want to share a little bit of that journey and how, even as a menopausal woman, that being free of alcohol has supported me even in menopause. So I'm Tanya Melendez, spiritual advisor and astrologist, supporting you to chart your stars to change your life. Also known as the Tarot Life Coach, award-winning psychic medium and tarot expert. And so that's a little bit about me. But before all of that, underneath all of those amazing accolades, even being voted #3 psychic medium in the world on TV in Europe, was a hurt and lost and wounded healer, very much like the Chiron, and that came out for me through alcoholism. So there was this part of me, this Leo, that wanted to be the party girl, going to the parties, being the life of the party, loving all of that nightlife and dancing. And then there was the quiet, shy Cancer who loved the library and being quiet and in her little crystal cave. And so it wasn't until exactly age 44 that I realized that I couldn't have both of these lives because one was out of alignment. And so I asked my divine goddess, highest self, what do I need? And she said, what are you aligning with? This was my conversation with my inner self. What are you aligning with? And it's like, wow, I had been aligning my life around alcohol. Like I knew when I was going to drink, when I was going to go to the club, like that was what I looked forward to. And, working, doing my things, that also. But I made my alignment around alcohol. Like I knew I would meet my friends. Even when I lived in Spain and in different parts of Europe, it always was centered around alcohol. And so I remember, and this is the reason I'm sharing this, is because it was my 44th birthday. I had bought this new outfit in Marbella, Spain. I had these teal colored high heel shoes. They were fabulous and beautiful, and I was like, oh my God. And I had this dress that I had been wanting to wear, this beautiful goddess dress, and I was just like, wow, I've made it. I'm going out to this amazing club. It's my birthday, and here I am wearing these beautiful new clothes. I'm, in front of the Mediterranean Sea. Look at me, I've made it. And that night, I don't know how it happened, but I ended up in the back of the hookah lounge. Like I just needed a moment away from the crowd. And I looked out at this sea of dancing people, and I realized, who am I being? What am I doing here? And it was in that moment I promised myself that, and I told myself it was my time to let go of this lifestyle, let go of alcohol and all of who I thought I was, because that's not who I said I wanted to be. So why am I sharing this, now? Because this is what true freedom and independence is. It is leaving behind the habits, the comforts, the things that and going and paving a new way. And so that's why I share this, because all of my time as a single mother, as a college student, as a graduate student, as a librarian, even as a school librarian, all those different parts and pieces of me also had that drinking connection. And so when I knew I needed to change my life and be a different person, I knew I needed to leave the place and the spaces where I was in pain. And so that's when I was like, I know the United States is not my place anymore, because I had lived already outside of the United States for quite some time. And so I was like, show me the way. And that's when I landed here where I currently am in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And so I am truly in my element as a Cancer queen with 4 planets in Cancer. And so this is why when I talk about astrology and how it supported me, so after I realized I was aligned with alcohol, I said, well, what else can I align with? And the divine spirit answer was like, align with the stars. You've been studying astrology all of these years, really get to know it. And I said, okay. And I moved, came here. I went to the pyramid of the sun and moon, had a whole experience there in Teotihuacan, and then have just recently gone to the Giza pyramids, have an experience there. We'll be returning with a whole nother experience, happening. And so I say all of this to remember your independence is yours. There's a collective experience and of freedom and independence and liberation, and then there is an individual, and this is your time. And so because I love all things astrology and tarot and cards and book therapy, I wanted to share something special with you. So thanks for rocking out with me for a few minutes. Wanted to share one of my beloved friends, her beloved deck, the Elemental Alchemist, of course, in alignment with that tarot, or with the astrology as well. So I love that. And this is Nisha Williams. She also is the creator of the Black Tarot. And so I love this beautiful deck. And so because it is elemental, where it's really the spirit, the air, the fire, the earth, and the water. And so because I was just sharing all about my quadruple Cancer-ness, I thought, what better way to again share how astrology can really come in and support your life in so many different ways, because this is what alchemy is. And this is why I created the Astro Alchemy series, because I want you to see all the ways that we can truly use it. And so we're going to see it together, and I love this. And so it says instability. And this looks like this is the energy of the earth, perhaps. I think this is the energy of the earth pointing down, and it's instability. And so how do we make ourselves stable? What do we need to do? And so it's really about coming in to that vibration of stability. And so this is exactly what I was talking about. I had to come in stability with myself. And so to wrap up that story, I ended up throwing away that brand new outfit and those brand new shoes, because I knew I wanted to live a life that was more stable and secure and allowed me to flourish how I wanted to. So I hope you take this in. Remember, you've got the power. You are your own alchemist, and you are liberated first here, and then out there. So sending you so much love and light. Till next time. Ashe.